Welcome to Lost Without Japan, a travel podcast about the life-changing experiences of exploring Japan and those moments we would be lost without. For your listening pleasure, allow me to introduce your very own Kanko Guido, Michael.
Welcome to an episode of Lost Without Japan. If the microphone sounds different or the fact that you have some video is different, depending on the last time you caught an episode, we have the bee's knees, the Sam, uh, the future Tokyo, resident, I guess we could say,
Yes.
and all together in one place. And it is Sunday, right before this episode's supposed to come out in a few hours. So we are on top of things, but we did something really cool. And for those of you already on video, you'll see the pictures. And if you're doing audio only, um, I'm going to totally rely upon Sam to name the Pokemon that we're coming across. But
Let's
for
go.
this, this is the Pokemon exhibit that's at the Field Museum in Chicago. For those of you into Japan, I bet there's a good chunk of you that are also into Pokemon. And who knows, just some people that are coming along for the Pokemon adventure. And you can add the Lost Without Japan podcast to your list of shows and find out about much more about Japan while doing so. And Sam, we're going to do the completely no mistakes or editing needed podcast
Let's go.
definitive edition of this Pokemon Fossil Museum exhibit for you all today. Next episode is going to be we'll have a talk on Rental Family LLC, and that's going to be recorded, in 2 Mondays. And that'll be coming to you as the following episode before we get back into our day trip extravaganza, which I've kind of briefly touched upon for our time. But let's get going. Leave nothing else that's here. But we have, for those of you following along with the videos, we have a picture of the Pokemon Fossil Field Museum, and you can see the time that we were there. Sam was pointing out how straight the lines were, how great this footage.
Very good. Nice.
And I'll say, we were all talking before we went into this, and I'd seen some pictures from online, and it made it look like it was one room. And I was setting my expectations super low. So I'm like, if this is one room and this is all that it is, I'm going to be prepared to be underwhelmed. And I was very whelmed after going to this exhibit. And if you have the
Overwhelmed even?
overwhelmed, even, I would say. Yes, yes, yes. And I'd say if you have an opportunity to make your way out to Chicago and spend the $18 to go to this exhibit, and if you can do it on a field day, that's it per person. Or it's 30, you tack on, I think, a good 33 bucks plus tax to that. And I would, Sam, I don't know, like I feel that the Pokemon exhibit was worth it on its own, regardless of going to see anything else. And we'll
Mhm.
tell you, you could pay for your Pokemon and field exhibit if you decided to part with some things, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But yes, this is the sign you saw. This is the sign you should go to the Pokemon Fossil Museum. Here we go. Next up, we have uh, again, like as we're about to go in, they had a chandelier of Pokemon that were hanging, everybody in line waiting to get in. And let me tell you, the trick to this, my friends, if you're able to get to this museum exhibit, is to get there. They say 10 minutes before your time, but I'd say a bit before that so that everyone is let in ahead of you. And we did a nice thing of we were first in line to get in because we were with a bunch of people that were supposed to be there at 12. And we were able to get up front and then go in and see what we wanted to see right away. Cute Pikachu mining fossil exhibit Pikachu. Picture so nice. We saw it twice. And then we have the Pokemon types. They broke it down for you, all the different ground and electric, water types, and all these different things. And it was pretty cool. Like, what are Pokemon? For those of you that are unaware of the Pokemons, you can go ahead and look at the picture here and kind of go through.
I
What
would
what were
love
you
to know
thinking?
someone. I would love to know if there was someone, I mean, maybe a parent, but, like, someone who went to this that doesn't know what a Pokemon is, like, what are you doing?
To be like,
Yeah, I would love to I would love for someone to be like, "What is this, thing going on at the Field Museum?" Like, no preconception of what Pokemon is at all, that'd be awesome.
if you're out there and want to be on the show, let me know.
Mhm. Yeah, oh my goodness, yes, if this is your first exposure, holy crap, what no, but I was immediately like, the opening section, I was like, "Oh, yeah, this is dope," because they had a bunch of, like, cutscenes from the games all the way from, like, Gen 1 to, the newer gens. Um,
Right.
I saw Diamond and Pearl and Black and White, my loves. Um, and, yeah, it was very, very fan servicey, so I'm very, very happy.
Then going along, oh, like, how can you beat this?
Come
Pikachu
on.
riding along and the pterodactyl of the skies,
Aerodactyl.
which would be in
Aerodactyl.
the Pokemon world, the
Yes.
Aerodactyl. So you see the tie in there, you see what they're doing, my friends. It's so good.
Mhm.
This was again when you're outside, kind of waiting in line. They had these little slap-on stickers. They spared no expense for the decorations for this exhibit. Um, then you had some different people that are supposedly part of this whole Pokemon Field Museum, and different people that were excavating or involved in the science section of things. And it just kind of gives you a hey, this is what you're about to head into. Anything blue would be information about fossil Pokemon. Anything red would be real fossils, paleontology talk, and things like that. And I would, again, the person that doesn't know what's going on, you're like, it's like,
April Fool's
this
Day, they
isn't
should,
a
like,
real,
switch it up.
this isn't a real fossil. What? But what is the Pokemon Fossil Museum? It kind of goes into a depth about that too. And it was really nice. There were a lot of signs, a lot of pictures, a lot of interacting with things that go for, but it's kind of like meet your guides. And we could have spent more time just reading everything that was kind of going through, but we were so excited to see the next thing. We kind of worked our way through at a fairly decent pace to go through the whole thing and had a good time doing that with Addison. And so then they're going in, they have the real world finding fossils in our world and some tools kind of laid out for that excavations, prospecting, and things like that. And of course, Sam was like, if they ever make me as a Pokemon trainer, I want to be the prospecting
Mhm. I
type
wanna
of
be
trainer.
super buff and big, like, come on.
Come on, like who doesn't like this? Oh, then we get the delicate fossils need a special touch. Uh, so I missed that when I was going through, but that's that's great. That's great.
I'm glad we missed that because we
I'm
would have
glad
been
we missed
like,
it. What are you guys, 5? Yes, yes, we are
5.5, thank
5
you.
and a half. Thank you. What is paleontology? And it's like just again your guides that you have. Uh, so funny. But this is one thing I did actually find, which was pretty cool. Because I'm used to like excavation of fossils and you have like a brush and you're removing things from the stone. But now with technology they had, you can actually get like a whole digital rendition of what fossil is in it before they begin to do anything, which I thought was pretty cool. Like they can just scan right through the stones. Finding fossils in a Pokemon world, they show like pictures of the Pokemon Research Lab from our games and things like that. And again, they had some real fossils that are going through, and then the different tools and things for it, which you could actually go up. You couldn't use the tool, of course, but you were actually able to hold those tools.
What could
You
go
know,
wrong being able to use the tools?
come on, that's not right.
Museum.
That's right. Oh, finding fossils again. They're going through just tools. Then, Sam, you're gonna have to give me. So we have now that we're breaking out where this is just for those of you that maybe new to the Pokemon world. This is not
Mhm.
a real fossil. But which Pokemon is this, son?
I believe that is Archeops.
Oh, I see the Archeops there on the left-hand side. Nice,
Mhm,
nice. And we'll tell you something about that Archeops later, which could help pay for your trip. Let me tell you.
mhm.
Pretty cool. I mean, there's more to those fossils than what I thought they were going to be, or they're bigger. It was pretty awesome. Then they compared that to the actual dinosaurs, things like that. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the I
The
don't
P
know,
is
but it,
silent.
the P is silent. The
Yeah, pterosaur.
pterosaurs. So Boba Fett has to go. And then the fossil restoration in our world. Talk about going through again. If you'd like to follow along, you're welcome to read. Pause the video if you're on the video or in audio. You just take it all in. Take it all in.
My boy
And is this
Archin.
yeah? And it was this like the early evolution and then the later evolution of them.
Yep, yep, yep.
I was like, ah, so cool again. I did a nice job of not getting other people in my photos. Aerodactyl. Yeah, I like the
Cool.
Aerodactyl.
Mhm.
Restored from the DNA extracted from the old amber. So it's kind of like that Jurassic Park type thing going on right now. Before Jurassic Park, was even a thing, they're talking about Pokemon being brought back to life with the magic of Pokemon science. Which is kind of cool. Kind of cool. Then we have the Saratoga, and is it the Caracosta?
You got it.
Yes,
I was
nailed it.
gonna fumble over that one too, so you got that.
Roll our R's.
Mhm.
But restored from the clover field, and it's like, who doesn't like a turtle?
Let's go.
Sure. Uh, Sam, do you wanna go for those?
I believe it's pronounced Ammonite and Amistar. Don't come for me if anyone's like, "Actually, it's Omanite." I don't care. I really don't care.
Then we have our Archean and Archeops. Oh, pictures are worth 1,000 words. And so this is supposed to be a fossil of the turtle, the Pokemon turtle, things like that. It's kind of cool to see something that they'd have there for it. Then we have a, I'm assuming, son, a real like rendition
I
of
think
of a dinosaur because the
that
Pokemon
looks
fossils,
real.
yeah, yeah, or at least a
Doesn't
cast of
look as
something.
cute.
No, definitely not cute. That's where you could really, really, if you don't know Pokemon, going through this exhibit,
Yeah,
if it's cute or potentially cute, most likely Pokemon. If it's the stuff of nightmares hanging above you,
probably
then
real.
probably real. Probably real.
Dad, I got this new chandelier.
That's right. Put that put that in Madison's room for when they come back on Monday. Just like, no, no, you can't get rid of that. That's a gift.
Yeah, that's
Again,
worth a lot of money.
that's right. Again, cute turtle right here. Pokemon.
Yep.
Yeah, oh, so that's doing my duty. Again, we have some fossils and things. You got the Pokemon on the side. We have some fossils on the other side. And it was cool. They had these screens going behind the whole thing too, kind of adding to some scenery and things for the Pokemon, which I thought was kind of different and cool. And then they go into the prehistoric sea turtles, and who doesn't like a good turtle? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, come on, that's some greatness coming on. Then and again, so the screens that I was talking about, so it gives like a whole world behind it. And there was all these people going up to get their pictures, and this is when we realized I don't know that we could have done video of what we were doing, but there was definitely a lot of people taking pictures going through this, and I think we could have done our own audio thing in some ways, possible shape or form while we were walking through. But again, getting somebody else on your audio,
I don't recall seeing any employees in the
stopping you from doing
actual
it.
exhibit.
There were people that were in the corners or on the sides that were just standing there.
Okay,
So, I think to stop you from touching stuff. But I mean, there were some
gotcha.
people with some really nice cameras taking pictures of the Pokemon
Yeah,
fossils. So,
yeah. I feel like I would have been okay vlogging or whatever.
yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, and the real fossils again. Nice.
Helix.
It's so good, so good. Then we got our ammonites. Ammonites. Did you
Anemone.
know? anemones. Like this one in this case were cephalopods, just like squid. Octopuses and things here defend against attacks. Again, oh man, I don't know why I have doubles of some of these. And then a Pokemon.
Relicanth.
I'm like all about the cuteness there. I mean, doesn't
Mhm.
it's just great. It's just like, hey man, I'm just chilling. Love it. Relicanth. It isn't
There you go.
restored. It's not restored from a fossil though, but it can be found living in the deep sea. Magikarp. And while it may look like a fish Pokemon, like Magikarp, he's actually four firm fins that move around the seafloor as though walking instead of swimming. Ooh,
I did
dropping that Pokemon
wow.
knowledge on you.
I just learned that. That's new for me. Wow.
Here we go.
Yeah.
This was
Tyrantrum.
this was actually pretty big. I was surprised at the size of it all.
Yeah,
Um,
this was probably the coolest part to me. I wasn't into the reading part. I was just like, "Oh, what?"
More fossils. That's
Yeah.
amazing. Let's see here. Just a different view. Little face on. Man, little face on here. Tyrannosaurus Rex, the real one. I also like kind of like the bird feathers or the featherish type effect.
Mhm.
Looks much different than it did when I was a chillin' some moons ago when they were all one color. Again, get the pre-evolutions. Love it. Tyrunt, and it's a great name.
Yeah.
It's a great name. Go.
Real people.
Real people. More again,
My boy.
cute Pokemon. You wanna go for this son? I think
You got Anorith and Armaldo. I will say, I am disappointed. Very short soapbox. No Armaldo fossil? What are we doing? Armaldo's my boy.
no,
That's it.
Addison was disappointed too. Who is it that they were looking for that, or maybe they had the fossil, they just didn't have the merch. We'll talk about that merch here in a
Mm.
little bit. Here we
Yep.
go.
Kabutops.
So good. Add a comment. Sorry for those of you that are following along right now and see this add a comment right here.
Of
Again, just kinda like that. I love the dual eyes effect.
course.
Again, Pokemon. Like, that's one thing that's kinda like I like the Pokemon fossils, and it's cool that they did it. I just wish that the base of it that it's on was, like, a different color. I don't
Mhm.
know. I mean, it works because it's all I realize it's kinda there, just like just a slightly different color. Nothing too big, but just Pokemon's got the money. They have the money to make
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That we have Kabuto and Kabutops.
Mhm.
More did you know? And just, oh, man, it looks like something from, like, Aliens.
Yeah.
That would
That's
not be
cool.
the cuddly Pokemon. Sea lilies. We're learning about some sea lilies. And then they had a fossil of it, which was kinda cool. There we go. Lilip or Liliup?
Yeah.
Liliup?
The leap, I
Leap?
think.
Oh, and it's like,
I
look at
think.
that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The largest land animals to ever live. It's like, sauropods. That's pretty cool, pretty cool. Then a Pokemon fossil. I'm like, I don't know. A root fossil. Okay, okay. Some
Yeah, come on.
plants.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know. This was Addison. As I did not know. Did not know. So here we go. There
That's
we go.
Addison's favorite right there.
Addison's. As soon as they saw that, they were like paired off from us, and they're like later. And there were no merch for them.
Tragic.
The leap and Cradilly, Cradilli.
There, that's it. Yep.
That's oh, look at that lighting that I did. Oh,
Oh,
so good, so good. All the
photo
colors.
class who?
That's right. Don't need it. Horned dinosaurs. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that's A lot of cuteness going on here. Restored from
Mhm.
the sail fossil. It's kind of weird that they're like bringing back these Pokemon just from the fossils of
Yeah.
like, where are my friends? Ah, they're all dead.
Yeah.
It's like, let's see. Who's this son? Who's this?
This is Bastiodon Gen 4.
Is
Yep.
pretty
Mhm.
awesome. Just looking like
Then this is my favorite. These guys are my favorite. Let's go.
Cranidos and Rampardos.
Nice.
There we go.
Yes.
There we go.
Let's
There we go.
go.
Sounded
I was
out.
like, I thought you were gonna pull some Carnidos or whatever. I was like,
Hey, they were restored from the skull fossil. So, I
ooh,
had to get that one right.
yeah,
Shieldon and Bastiodon. And
yep,
it's like,
yep,
nope,
yep,
nope,
yep.
yep. More fossils. Then we have the Pachia Phalosaurus.
Yep,
There we go. There we go.
yep,
More Pokemon. More Pokemon. There's Sam, future Sam.
yep. More buff though.
More buff. Not buff enough.
Mhm.
Maze,
Yeah.
the Mason Creek, then and now. And the cool thing about was that there's in Illinois, this area that has tons and tons and tons of fossils. And it's not too far away from us, son, but, like, there's this whole area where they have, like, creek beds and things, and they pulled a ton of fossils for the Field Museum from, and just in general, people have found a lot of fossils and stuff for it. So it just kind of I'm like, "Cool that it's something as close as it is." So, pretty cool. Then we had Sue, or that's not Sue, or I don't remember now, but
I
it's
think
one
so.
of them. There's
I
Sue the
think so.
dinosaur, and this might be, the other one. This
Sue's
does kinda
brother or something.
yeah, Sue's brother, Joe
Yeah.
the Tyrannosaurus Rex. So let me here, stop sharing here. And, not that we didn't think we were recording ourselves in video that entire time, and, but we weren't. We were doing the screen share, which in some ways I think is better because you got to see the Pokemon and you got to see a better rendition of that as opposed to just a part of the screen. But now we're going to move on. The other thing besides the Pokemon exhibit, Sam found for my birthday a, a fan favorite of mine, which is Anthony Bourdain's No Reservation Collection 9 DVD set that was sealed still, which is just cool as can be. 9 DVDs, basically 30 hours of Anthony Bourdain traveling the world. And for some of you that may have watched the show originally, and Sam got to see some of those episodes originally as well, because we were talking about that like after getting it. He's like you remembered seeing some of those episodes when they were coming out, like you said, when he's racing cars and things like that. But yeah, he found this for me, and I've been looking for forever to find a box set, but the box sets opened begin at like $100. And a lot of those $100 copies, they're beat up. Like the boxes are beat up. You don't know what condition the DVDs are in. And I just was like, I can't bring myself to spend that much. But when Sam found one that was sealed and in a great condition, I was like very fortunate that he did find that because we started looking online and some of the eBay like pricing and things for people are it's like $200, $300, $400 because of course on eBay you can ask for whatever you want. So I could put it down for like $15,000 and say, "Hey Addison, we're going to Japan." But thank you again son for finding that. And we just had a question for those of you that are watching the show, listening to the show, however you're consuming the show. Should we just keep this sealed and have this be something where we hold on to and eventually pay for part of our trip to Japan in the future? Or do we open it up? And for some of you that aren't into physical media, you may say, hey, why don't you just keep it sealed? Why are you purchasing these to begin with? Hey, that is what it is. And for the portion of the audio that had the screen share and you could not see the cards that we're talking about, let's pull those up right now. So here's the card, the
Yep.
promo card we were talking about just a bit earlier, as well as those stickers I was talking about. Ooh.
Ooh.
But do we keep it? Do we let it go up in value, son? Because I don't know honestly if they're going to end up ever re-releasing this. I would
Yeah.
hope it's maybe some point they have, and they do so other people can take this in, because anyone that's into Japan and is of a certain age or just on social media, because how many people, like, if Japan's your algorithm, you've seen Bourdain talking about Tokyo, right?
Yeah.
And chefs, if they could only pick one place in the world, they'd pick Tokyo for their time. So, keep it sealed. Do we open it? And the reason I would say open it is because there are episodes that are on this that are the Japan episodes that you can't see anywhere else. The only place you can see them is on this DVD set that was here. So, much to think about. So, reach out to me on Instagram, reach out with me, Lost Without Japan, and let me know what you think. And for today's episode, we didn't have the intro or outro music for it. I hope you forgive me for it. But I did want to just get right into this being what it is. And if you are new to the show and you found us because of the awards, the show won for best travel podcast for Japan, or just you saw Pokemon and on there and you wanted to see the Pokemon exhibit, what it's here, you know, uh, check us out, see what else we're doing. Son, thank you again for hopping on with me. Next episode coming up, like I said, is going to be talking about Family Rental LLC, and then we're going to get a day trip talk of somewhere outside of Tokyo that you may not normally go to, but would be a good place to get out and catch a baseball game for relatively on the cheap. Anything else you want to share, son, or do anything on here before we call it an end for our episode today?
You are beautiful.
You are so terrific, son. Lucky to have you. Lucky to have you as my son. And I'm going to edit a little bit and go to bed because I have to work tomorrow, as we all do. And I've got to get ready to finish up some photography things so that one day, I know that I'm never going to reach the handsomeness level of Maurice, friend of the show, Maurice, but
Impossible.
I hope that next time we meet up in Japan for some sort of chicken meal, wings meal, Tokyo meal. Hiroshima is where I want to meet up with Maurice next at my buddy's Korean chicken restaurant. For those of you that are listening to this or watching this, please, please, please check out Hell's Kitchen in Hiroshima and
Please.
go check it out. Rock is supporting a son, a wife, himself, and anyone knows who's trying to start off a restaurant, it's very hard. So if you make it out there, go check it out. Then you can also check out 31 Bar afterwards and say hi to Messiah and use Google Translate to communicate just like we do. So thank you all, and you know, as I improve in those photos and things taken, we'll look to share that as well on our Instagrams, Patreons, and all. So thank you all. And for everyone out there, Oginki Day, have a great day wherever you are.